Hey guys, welcome back to Vid-Bits. My name is Brian, aka Pops, and I'm hanging out with you, and we are back, plugged back into .hack GU Last Recode. It's first volume.
The rumors forum?
Ooh, the leader of GU.
The Project GU leader? What? Has Yada completely lost his mind? The Project GU leader? What? Has Yada completely lost his mind? I guess I better go to the Hulgran's Cathedral at Delta Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground.
Very nice. I see that you have fallen straight into my trap, Tri-Edge. I have finally found you. Come and become bound as you deserve.
Who are you?
Ha! You pathetic human beings are not worthy enough to know what my name is. Slow Doberman! Heroes, the third! At your service! Ta-da!
You just told me.
Oh,
Also, I better tell you that you've got the wrong guy. I am not Tri-Edge.
Please accept my apologies. I had truly thought that you, sir, were Tri-Edge.
So tell me, why are you looking for him?
Well, listen to this. I have a completely hypothetical story for you. Imagine, if you will, a graphic designer at a certain game company. And that man possessed the greatest confidence in his graphical creations. He logged into his company's game to experience his creations in their native environment. But one day he saw something he couldn't believe right before his very eyes. His super amazing, ultra incredibly cool graphics that he slaved over for many waking hours had been all etched up with these hideous triangular monstrosities. What blasphemy! What lunacy! Now, having transformed into a demon fueled by the fires of revenge, this hypothetical man used the forums to lay an impeccable trap, a foolproof plan for the culprit.
Is that story really hypothetical?
Of course it is. I said that it was, didn't I?
Anyway, you're no match for Tri-Edge. Stop chasing him, for your own sake.
Don't try to dissuade me. I'm never going to stop until I can find a way to trap him. So I guess you're looking for Tri-Edge too.
Yeah. Hey, could you please tell me if you find any more areas with Tri-Edge signs in them?
Although you are dressed in some of the deepest black known to man, looking at you, I believe I do detect a little glimmer of justice deep inside your eyes. Very well, he of fair eyes. It would appear that you and I are partners in our quest to find Tri-Edge.
Huh?
I accept you as a fellow hunter of Tri-Edge and pledge to fight by your side until my life gives out.
What? Well, whatever. So, what's this about you being Project GU's leader?
So, you also wish to enter my guild, huh? It is not easy to join me, since the condition is you must be able to draw. After all, GU stands for Graphics Unbelievable.
So, do you know anyone named Yada?
No, who's that?
Forget it. Never mind.
Okay. Well then, I'm off to formulate another plan. May the stars shine down upon you until you arrive at the end of your journey. I'm off!
I feel like I just shaved 10 years off of my life. Guess I'll head back to town. Gaspard!
Huh? Oh, it's you, Haseo? What's up?
What's up with you? You don't look so good.
I'm fine. I'm pretty much the same as always.
All right, then. fight at the arena to raise my rank.
Hey, what's going on, Jimmy? This is a RPG. It's one of my favorite RPGs. It's called Dot Hack. It's basically like a hack and slash RPG. It's basically the premise is you're playing an MMORPG. So you have to keep track of the character, the real personality, and then they're playing a character, so it's kind of story it's kind of deep that way. And the story is this character's friend was killed in the game by a character that everybody has associated with being the person that when they kill you in the game, that you end up in a coma. So he's trying to find out about the character that did this and how to find out if there's a chance that killing this character or something with this character has to do with getting his friend out of a coma. And it happened to be a girl character that looks like this character here in the green. So he has issues with this girl because she's kind of ditzy, but she looks like the character model looks like the girl that he just now is, trying to fight for her health. But besides the colors being different, the character looks the same because it's a MMORPG, so there's all these different characters that you could pick that are kind of generic-y. And he's now, dealing with that she's kind of fell into his quest, and but she annoys the shit out of him because she's oblivious to the fact that he's going through this. Most of these people are oblivious to what he's going through. He's just trying to get information about it. So right now we're trying to fight through, we're trying to get strong enough to fight through a tournament to get closer to a person that we think is of interest. That's pretty much catching you up. Oh yeah, and there's 4 games before this that were on the PlayStation 2 as well, so those 4 games are a continuous story as well. All the games are connected storyline wise, so that means there's 7 games total, and there's a lot of manga, there's a lot of anime, and then there's the game, so there's a lot of world that's built around it. It's a multimedia frenzy.
The festivities to begin. You calling us low-ranking cubs? Hey! More like a sleeping lion hungry for its first kill. Let your beastly instincts run wild. Fights dirty, nice compliment. While they're asleep, or while they're awake, they think of nothing other than the slaughter. This is their paradise. Just look at them, folks. Ready to rip the opponent in half. How will this fight end?
Whooped them.
Now is the time for the festivities to begin! You calling us low-ranking cubs? Hey! More like a sleeping lion hungry for its first kill. Let your beastly instincts run wild. Fights dirty, nice compliment. While they're asleep, or while they're awake, they think of nothing other than the slaughter. This is their paradise. Just look at them, folks! Ready to rip the opponent in half. How will this fight end?
Ooh, shit. with the $10 freaking super chat with the freaking .hack super chat. Woo! I don't think I've ever gotten any type of love like this on a .hack stream. This is such a niche thing for me. Hell yeah! Woo! Hey, Razy. Oh shit, I don't know if I should fight these guys. You only have to kill the leader. So, like, if it's a longer fight, sometimes it's better to kill the person that's supporting the leader. But in the earlier rounds, it's okay just to go after the leader. Like, you'll get teams, though, that are supported with heavy magic users. Absolutely, Jimmy. Like I said, we have a really good community here, and, yeah, I mean, I've always said to people, like, I'm glad to get to know as many people as I can on the ground level before we get so big that, like, then it's just hard to, like, keep track of everybody. Like, I know people that are bigger streamers, they see, like, the flood of people that are texting and stuff go by so fast, they have to pick and choose who they respond to, but right now it's a community that's, like, you know, it's small enough right now that I'm very thankful and blessed for the people that are hanging out. So I want people to feel, you know, important if I have the ability to respond and stuff, especially in chat. The only time it sucks is like when I'm speed running. Sometimes things go by and I don't have the ability to be as active in speed runs. But yeah, I love engaging. I mean, I'm like kind of socially antisocial at this point in the game. You know, I go and most of my social time is spent towards the people that I have to deal with in daily commerce, more than anything. And then when I get to see and hang out with you guys online, you know, so it's just as much of a pleasure for me, to be honest. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna be nice to people until they give me a reason not to, and then they just aren't here. Then they just aren't here, and it's only been a handful of people in the time that we've been on YouTube, which is, you know, again, another blessing for us, so. Oh, you can definitely, you know, you can still say stuff to other people in chat and stuff, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I've had people that are just like, there's a guy that one time was like, oh, he told me that they couldn't hear anything, and everybody else could, and I could too, because I have especially when I'm self-modding, I have the ability to see how the stream is performing. And obviously I do a sound check before I go, so what my situation is that I'm seeing is how anybody else would see it live, and so the mix and everything, and then usually I have my pretty consistent people that tell me about the mix and everything. So when a speedrun sense, it's a guy just trolling, seeing if I'll stop what I'm doing and kill the run just to like see if the sound is there, which it is. So, but like for the most part, and then there are speed runs that like there are little stretches of time here and there that I can look at chat, respond to chat and stuff, but then sometimes it's only one person and it may be the last person that commented, and so it's a social game to hopefully that you don't offend other people, but there's times I know that I have, and it's just like it's never intentional. So the people that can understand that and flow well with that are the people that have the most fun here, and the people that take it personally. You know, it's just like never would intentionally ignore anybody, but eventually it gets to the point where you get so much traction that you can't talk to everybody. But like, I'm definitely gonna, then the people that are hanging out and like this now are gonna be our mods and stuff mainly. That's what I was telling Braden. It's like, this is how you find your mods really over time, if they want to do it, you know. Okay, so we won all those rounds and it got our rank up and stuff, but I believe the next rounds, let's see if it, like, what it looks like. Yeah, there's a chance that we could be fighting like level 17 stuff. So now that we've raised ourselves up some, we're gonna have to go find a place to fight, which is fine. So what we'll do is we'll go to the other server and we'll go find a place to fight. Go to Makanu. Makanu. Could go around and trade for some gear, but let's just go and fight. Let you guys see, if you've not seen, what it looks like to go do like a level somewhere. Alright, area word. So we definitely need to be at level 10. So we can do... I love the rainy areas, but they're so dark. I love them. Do a field, we'll do truthful. Ugh. Okay, we definitely need to be... You don't really want to go more than 3 levels over. So... We'll try to look for a 13. That's pretty bright, so... Truthful, leading... 13's good. 14's better if there is a 14. I mean, we could be kind of crazy and go 15, but I really wouldn't suggest it. That's good. There we go. Truthful leading Boda tree. Bodhi tree. Bodhi tree. There we go. Loading in. Who the hell is this? I do know that the world used to be called Fragment, because I know the lore. Thank you for telling me. And thank you for giving me a coupon. We're gonna try to get them to trade out their healing item to us, which they might. We'll trade one of those. And... three of those. And... this is getting expensive. I guess, unfortunately, be damn We really want healing items. Alright, we got that. No, thank you. Thank you for your freaking healing items.
Oh, my blood is boiling now! Aerate!
Some enemies you have to take off their shields before you can attack them. In this case, it's their ability to fly.
Nothing.
There we go, there's some levels. That's good.
Oh, my blood is boiling now!
This big guy sucks. That's not the guy I wanted to attack, it was this guy on the ground. I should have been more specific.
Now that was a good fight! Oh, my blood is boiling now! Gale Blade! This is it!
Okay.
See my power! Ha! Aerate! Gale Blade! Gale Blade!
Have you learned your lesson? Hell yeah, another level. That's good, that's good. certain metrics you need to do it in every field in order to get the best grade. One of them is get surprise attacks.
This'll be quick.
So out of every conflict, you have an opportunity to get one. So you got to get them in the majority of the conflicts in order to get an A or S, which is what we're going for. We also have to use our special attack when the purple indicator's going off, so we got to get that a couple times, at least. Alright. We have to get a certain amount of these. I usually try to get like 30 or so. I feel like that's enough. They're only in the trees and certain other things depending on what environment you're in. But as long as you go in between a couple different ones, it'll activate and let you get another one. The remaster allows your team to help you kick them way earlier than you get to in the other game. Once we get like 30, 40, something like that, that's good. It's the currency for like using electronics in the game, doors, certain things you have to pay that as a... Is that another 412? Woo! Shit. That was an old debit card? Man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. That's awesome that gift cards let you do that. Hell yeah. I'll take it. Sick. Thank you so much, Jimmy. Alright, now I can't linger too long because then my doppelganger will show up and I cannot kill him. He will kill me. We do not want that. That is something that happens, by the way. It's rumored that it happens, but it does happen. Alright, so we're doing good. We got to make sure that we get the advantage on some of these other guys. Yeah, we talked about this. Yes. Okay. Here's something that we can use.
That again.
Course unknown. Fuel insufficient. Function shut down. Emergency landing. Passing life form detected. Begin fuel request. Beep. Chim sphere, please.
We can use our chim spheres on this guy. And each time that you rescue him, he costs more, but each time that you rescue him, it continues the quest a little bit longer. Alright.
It's my turn.
As long as you see surprise attack, you're good. Now, if it just says begin battle, or it says caution or something, and they're running towards you, then you won't get that opportunity to get the jump on them. You literally have to creep up on them to get this. Get out of here. Don't like the way to approach them either way.
This'll be quick.
Two of these guys suck. We're gonna use our awakening.
Here it comes.
Okay.
Be my power! Ah! Contest!
Gale Blade. Gale Blade. Gale Blade. That was nothing.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this is the lucky animal. Or is it the unlucky animal? Oh, it's an unlucky one. Shit! Nope. Right? I'm the guy that's like, let me stick my hand on the electric fence. Oh, you're gonna steal some money? I probably had to get it for the book or something too. Alright. He stole my money. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna get the wide view on the side here.
Slow.
Ooh, don't bounce me up against the barricade. I ain't no barricade, biatch.
Victory for us all!
Okay. We're still in the first part here. Alright. So... got the whole first island done. Well, that sucks. Alright. So, you can always move your cursor to the other guys too if you get close enough, but it looks like it's still going to register as a surprise attack, so we just go boop. What is the partner doing?
Have you learned your lesson?
Okay. We have breakables too. You gotta smash as many breakables as eligible, so make sure you just get them all. You won't be, you know. See, it says begin battle. You don't want that. You want it to say surprise attack. Like that.
Oh, my blood
So you cycle through to the other person. I would use my ult, but I don't want to do it right now because we're going to fight a boss. And I don't think I'll be able to back up again by then.
Well, that's that, I guess.
Alright. Just peering over the sides, making sure we got everything. I could ride the bike, but it's not very fast right now. Yeah, I think it's only have 2 battles before the boss fight, so it really would have made sense to use my ult. I was hammering buttons, so I was hitting my ceiling. There's a mouse. Hey man, it all adds up. They let you send it. They let you send it. We are. We'll take it. Versus you just throwing a gift card out. Let's see here. Alright, so the only thing we have left to do is the boss. And there he is. Look at him. Look at him with his big old tongue. Wow.
Slow!
Damn, he just swatted us and knocked us against the freaking barrier.
This is it!
Okay.
Be my power!
nothing.
Yeah, so we closed the gap on those levels that we were missing. Feel pretty good about that. That should probably be an S. Alright, we got a word. Sweet. We got a word, which is all we wanted. And that's the loop. That is the loop, my friend. If you're not aware, that's what we do. And, and then we have a lot of customization when it comes to how we fight and where we fight and what type of levels we fight in and who we fight with. So, but also with it being a simulated MMORPG, who we fight with is determined by them being available. Hey, no worries. No worries, Ninja. No worries, Jimmy. It's all good. You've given us another great day, and it's very needed. So thank you so much. Very appreciated, and you're awesome. Why is it glowing like that in the middle? That's weird. Usually doesn't do that, does it? Did they add that? Huh. Oh, because that's probably because that's where the quest is. The quest is supposed to go there next. Let's see. So probably can do another loop in the arena, but probably best just to gain another level and do another dungeon. So we will do that. Let's go ahead and save first. Always important to save. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and generate another dungeon. Jimmy, I don't know. I mean, I don't really, we don't really pressure anybody, so I just always assume that if they don't, then they just don't have it like that, or I mean, that's usually how I figure, because, I mean, we donate 10 memberships every month. We donate that because we're given that to do, and we donate 10 memberships out to the community every month, and, we just kind of talk about it, make sure we talk it up and let people know it's available, but we don't try to make people feel pressured to do it, and I just feel like at the end of the day, if they don't, it may be because they don't know. Some of them may not know, and then other times it's just people just don't fortunately have it like that, and and just don't ever want to make anybody feel pressure or anything about it. But yeah. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and find another area. Bosses are good. It definitely helps when people do, though, because then other people know that you can. But, like, there's other stuff, like, you were asking about how to do donations on a video. Like, I think on videos you can leave something called a super thanks, which is just, like, the same thing that you're doing now, except for, like, it's on an older piece of content to let people know that you appreciated that. But, I mean, I like seeing it on the lives, too, but... but the super thanks, I think, is there for any time that somebody feels like they're just scrolling through YouTube and they watch a video and they're like, oh man, I really liked that. Then you can, like, show your appreciation that way. And, like, but, like, also, I think there's certain people that will not donate because they don't want any of their money going to Google or YouTube, but it's just like, why are you watching the platform then? You know what I mean? Like, we're thankful to be in the situation we're in because of the agreement that we have. can make the most money on this platform. We're given the most, you know what I mean? They give us the most percentage of when you guys do things to give us financial support. So I think there will always be certain people that will then, you know, be like, oh, I don't want to give them any money. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, Russia, you can't do it. Like I have, had a friend in, I think our friend in, Australia is like that. Like, you know, they can't donate, or they can't join the membership, but they can get a membership gifted to them, which is weird. My grandma says to me after I get off work to go hang out with your friend, I'm talking about you. That's awesome. Well, I mean, I have more friends here in the channel and the memberships and the subscribers of the channel than I do in real life at this point because of all the people I've cut out. Just being honest, because eventually, you know, it's not trying to be antisocial, but sometimes you don't find that people's interests necessarily align with yours. So let's do another field. Rough song. Rough songs, Daybreak's Scud. There we go. Alright. It's the medic squad. Alright, now that we got all those perks, haha. Ooh, those guys aren't the same. These guys, when they see it, they will come and pursue. They won't be like, huh. These goblin guards suck. That's not the okay, I was gonna say, I didn't think that was the person I was going for. Well, that was easy.
Slow. That was nothing.
Hey Mega Man, it's going well. How are you?
This is it.
You playing Aladdin right now, Jimmy?
My power.
Sick. Super Nintendo or Genesis version? Oh, play Aladdin right now. Oh, I'm doing this stream and then I'm probably done for the evening. But if I do anything late, I will do Aladdin. Yeah, if I was running Super Nintendo right now, I could just pop it in, but when it's a dedicated thing, I gotta wait and start a whole new deal if I do something different.
Have you learned your lesson?
I do want to do like a block of something though, where like I'm just playing whatever I want from like a couple hours, where I don't have to put a title card up. That'd be sweet. I'm sorry about that, Mega Man. You're going through some game development woes. Well, just control the controllable. That's all you can do, man. That's the main thing. Control the controllable and, you know, make sure that you take your eyes off of it for a little bit if you have to, so that you get a fresh perspective and you don't have that, you know... Sometimes tunnel vision can be good and sometimes it can be bad.
This'll be quick.
I knocked him right into that. Into a brick wall there. Oh, why'd I do that?
Here it comes. See my power. A victory for us all.
That's a lot of experience points. That's a whole level. Everybody leveled up. Going into audio, level design probably isn't for me. I'm terrible at programming, excellent and enthusiastic at sound booths. Gotta crack some eggs to make an omelet, they say. So, you know, sometimes that also means going down certain career paths until you figure that that's not going to lead you to the road, you know, that you're going for. So don't stress about it. You know, it's good to find out these things earlier than later also, but you'll get there, man. I mean, as long as you keep putting your effort into your passion, you'll get there.
This'll be quick.
Oh gosh, 3 of these mages? This could be it. I should have had my alt save for these guys.
Nothing.
Absolutely, no problem. I haven't had a night this down and your voice is really beginning to resonate. Well, no problem, man. That's what good old Pops is here for. Give you some advice, you know. Live some life and learn some things, and I know that getting super down on yourself is just going to bring you into the lower vibrations and you're not going to make any moves. I know that I really wanted to be a video game programmer when I grew up, and I didn't have the math for it, so, you know, I just tried to make sure that I never gave up on being creative, so I just stuck with creative outlets. That was independent wrestling, sleight of hand magic trick stuff, and then speedrunning video games, just things to keep myself feeling like I could contribute a unique, I don't know, a unique experience watching me be the artist. It's actuating a video game, or just like indie wrestling, or, you know, sleight of hand magic. Like, it's all kind of the same. I just wanted to find my way to express myself. It just didn't get to be through programming. It was through making D&D campaigns and now YouTube. But, you know, you're gonna find a way to be expressive, and being creative, being in the creative fields, in any of them, it's hard because there's always people that are gonna be there to tell you how to do it differently. There's gonna be people that are gonna try to make you fail. There's gonna be people that are gonna be masked as your supporters, that are gonna be there just to, you know, sabotage the moment. There's going to be people there that are going to, you know, have your best intentions at heart but prevent you from meeting your best. There's all of that, and, you know, that's why a lot of the best projects nowadays are led by small creative teams that don't have anybody that's going to be able to tell them something's wrong, or that it's, you know, not to be, and then they don't have to worry about somebody, you know, messing with their drive or their vision. But at the end of the day, if you don't have the technical ability to display said thing, that's something that sometimes things can be overcome through easier software. Sometimes things can be overcome through different teachers that can make it so that you learn it a different way. They make it more approachable. Then other times you just unfortunately have to pivot. I hate to admit I have depression and soldier through everything, but I'd rather be authentic like Ozzy was when you were than to be another cold bureaucrat. Man, you know, honestly, the depression thing, I understand, and it's just, you just can't let it get you down, and you just have to try to find a way to not feed into it, because depression is one of those things that, like, almost the word, I feel like almost saying the word or internalizing the word is almost like a way to resonate within the emotion. That's just so unfortunate to hear, Ninja. That's just, Jimmy, it's just, that's a loss in a small period of time, and nobody should have to go through that like that.
This'll be quick.
Alright, just gotta make sure we got everything here. As you can see, some things are popping in.
Behold! I am Kiros the Third! That was nothing.
Ninja, are you talking to Mega Man or are you talking to me? My biological father is still alive, but the person that raised me is not, no. The person that raised me just, I think we talked about this, just died all of a sudden. Just came back into my life and we were gonna move in together and start a food truck together, and he just dropped dead at a gas station. It's absolutely still not something I'm over. I don't think I'll ever truly get over it. It's okay. Don't worry. No worry, man.
Have you learned your lesson?
Yeah, my biological dad, like, yeah, that guy can go kick bricks. I mean, I don't wish any ill will on him, but he doesn't really give a shit that I'm alive, so... He just thought I was trying to leech him for money when my ex tracked him down for me, because she wanted me to find out who he was, and... I met him, and he didn't really want to have anything to do with me, really. I mean, he didn't, like, he acted like he did a good job pretending like he did, and then it was just like, it was almost like worse to find out that this person really just doesn't want to have anything to do with you.
Have you learned your lesson?
It's all good, man. Don't stress about it. My biological don't keep me up at night, and I don't, like, lose any sleep over what unfortunately happened to the person that raised me, my paternal father or whatever. Like, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, so I can't get super down about it. I just, wish things would have been differently, and...
Thou who chase the wind, I'll praise thee. I shall grant thee my powers for a limited time.
I shall grant me my powers for a limited time. I wish I was a better father in my older years now. Like me and my daughter don't get to spend enough time, but I mean, I just feel like it's because I just have a phobia of driving, so I don't. It's really my fault because I can't drive to her house more. But obviously, I see Bray quite a bit. But yeah, growing up, like raising my kids, I feel like I did a pretty good job, and you know, I don't know if I could have. I don't think I could have handled like being like my dad. Like, I don't know, like having my kids saved my life. Like, I was
I remember
not
this.
super crazy
It
or
was laying
anything,
around
but
like
like
this
I just
before.
didn't feel like I had much of a purpose until I had my daughter, and then you know. I am 44.
Course unknown. Fuel insufficient. Function shut down. Emergency passing life form detected. Begin fuel request.
I don't really feel like I don't feel like I will ever be locked down by a number for age, just as an identifier of like when the time period that you grew up. I feel like using it as a measurement of getting old, like yeah, your cells and stuff get old and stuff, but like I feel like also like using the number to make yourself to date yourself is just like society's way of getting you to mentally shut yourself down at a specific time and shit. It's dumb.
Gym sphere, please. Oink. Wobble, 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 wobble.
As soon as they start telling you that you should do this by this age and you shouldn't do this by this age and you're not allowed to do this anymore at this age and why are you feeling this way at this age, it's just like, why are you fucking putting what I should feel like in a box of norms? Go fuck yourself. Let's wrap that up real tight. Well, this guy looks intimidating. Oh, he got a freaking... He's got a gooey outer shell. Oh, shit. Bam. See, now what you do is then you use an item called Smokescreen. You back out. And then you come back in. And use Sleipner's effect again. It's gonna half his HP again. Boop. Now he's down there. Then you use the smoke screen again. You back out. And you come back in.
Let's get going.
Here it is again. Because we get 5 effects. Boom. Look at 91. Again. Smoke screen. Go away. Wait. Use it again.
Let's get going.
Bam. 46. I think I have one more. Smoke screen. Wait. Come back.
Let's get going.
And that's it, right? Bam. And then we use the Beast Awakening, and then this should just be... Like, this guy didn't even have a chance. Because we got the freaking lucky animal. Yeah, I didn't even have a chance. We cheesed the shit out of it. Thanks, Sleipner. Lost your fiance to COVID and why I have yet to find anyone at almost 35. I'll let the social media folks keep their judgments, and I'll keep on. Understandable, man. I've been single now for 9 years almost, dude. Like, I was in a relationship for 18 years. So, from 18 to 36, and now I've been single, and for almost 9 years, and I'm like, there's a big part of it that I was losing my mind, but I don't know if how easy it's gonna be for me to find somebody that feels like-minded because of how people date nowadays, how people feel nowadays, how people feel about commitment and love and all that other shit. So it's just like you just gotta stay in your own fucking lane, and eventually you'll attract somebody. But like that shit still, I say it, even say it myself, and I'm like, well, I'm still yet to do that. But that means it's just not meant to be. You're just fucking like waiting for that to happen, and like, I don't know, eventually, it took a long time, eventually you become comfortable enough in your own skin to not stress about that, and then you start to value your energy more and your self-worth more, and those things are also attractive qualities, so they can help you be more attractive to whoever you're trying to get. But then again, you have to be willing to compromise your time at that point. Once the longer that passes, you have to, be willing to then, compromise your personal time for somebody. And at this point now, since it's almost 9 years for me, I'm like, well, now they gotta be really fucking special, and it's gotta make sense. Before it was like, oh, I feel like I have to have anybody. Then year 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and now I'm going on fucking year 9. I'm like, damn. It's whatever. I don't feel pity or anything for myself. I'm a matter of my own circumstance and everything else, but at the end of the day, you can't force it. You cannot force it. S, 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 S. Yeah, you got another third word. Belladonna. Belladonna. Alright, so now we've gained a couple levels and we're ready to go fight in the arena. I'm just trying to, this stream, the goal is just to get us in the qualifier, so we'll save again. It says PlayStation 4 system, and I'm playing this on a PS5. And then we will go here. We will warp to Lumina Cloth. My equipment is way under leveled. God, all level 1 shit for her. Alright, we got a trophy. What's going on, Razy? Yep. We live and die every day, man. I know it sounds fucking morbid, but you don't know what we do when we go to sleep. So I feel like we live and die every day, and you just have to like fucking like, you really have to have no bad days and just work your magic every day. Like, you know, like yesterday, like within that day, I had the day started and it could have been like bad, and then I had 2 bad streams back to back, and then like I just literally told myself I can't have a bad fucking day today. I can't let today be defined by what's going on right now, and I told myself I had to go take Chief for a walk, and I did. Had a good day with him. Came back and got personal best after personal best after personal best, and it's just like, you know, like it's not the same as being in a relationship. It's not the same as being, you know, and all these other things. But it was what I needed for the day, and it only happened because I didn't give up on what I wanted to happen, and I just, you know, but. There's days that I've had where I've not wanted to get out of bed. Like that was that day yesterday. I didn't want to get out of bed for 4 hours. So, but I just don't try to push that off on you guys. Like, you know, we're here to bring each other up and to, you know, be a safe space for each other. But like, you know, that's what it is. You know, if we all lean into all the things, unfortunately, that we can't control, it can be really difficult to survive certain days. And it is. Life is hard. Life is difficult. Like the fact that you feel pain every day is the catalyst for you to know that you can grow, and it also is the thing that allows you to know that you're surviving, you know? All right. I just survived a lot of shit. Well, that's great though. That you literally that's a big step that you figure that out, man. Like, you know what I mean? Sound design is great, and it's very important, and it's very much, you know, it's very attainable. You know what I mean? Look at that douchebag Tommy Tallarico. I mean, he was able to achieve so much, and he's pretty douchey, and he achieved a lot of great stuff in sound design, and I'm sure you're a wonderful person, so just imagine how far you'll go. Like, you know, the sky is the limit, they say. They say. Who is they? I don't know. Oh, shit. Ugh. I shouldn't eat any more of those Doritos. I don't need any more of those. Had enough sodium today. I should pop myself some popcorn on the stove and not put any butter on it, just maybe some little bit of salt. Watch something and chillax. Maybe we just don't do any more of the tournament. I mean, we're pretty much... Yeah. Yeah, it seems like it's a good place to leave off. Jimmy's taking care of me. Jimmy told me what to do. If for some reason, I don't know, I might run some sleeplessness if I can't sleep, but more likely than not, I'm gonna put on something. I've been watching a lot of, there's this free TV app called Tubi. So I watch a lot of the older classic stuff, you know, Hogan's Heroes, Gilligan's Island, that type of shit. Flintstones, Jetsons, freaking older shit. Get sucked into that. Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Yeah, I think that your inner intuition, Mega Man, seems to be driving you towards the thing that's going to make most sense for you career-wise anyways. You know, you've got to stay where you're passionate at, and if it doesn't, if you're passionate about it, then they say you're not working a day in your life. That's why we play games that we enjoy here on the channel, and that way I'm not fucking hating myself. I could easily go and see what the algorithm says is going to give me the most views, buy that, play that, hate whatever that is, or just jump on the trend. It seems like if I buy games that are topical that everybody else is playing and I play them, I get lost in a sea of everything right now because we're so low in subscribers. But, like, even then, it doesn't make any sense just to do it because, you know, everybody else is doing it. So, like, you know, Unreal is a place to play, right? And if you try to play there and it's too hard to play, it makes sense just to do what makes the most sense for you. And Unreal is one of the most successful engines existing, so if you're wanting to play nice with people that are using that, you know, sound design is something that's needed for every fucking game. So it's one of those things that's, I don't think can be, I think that the synergy between the people that are creating the graphics and everything else and the people that are working on sound design is important on a human-to-human level still too, where it makes a lot of sense that that can't be replaced by AI. So I really feel like it's a good move. Just as long as you don't feel like you're gonna leave anything on, you know, leave anything unchecked. You know what I mean? Don't. As long as you're not gonna have any doubts with yourself, within yourself, that you didn't do the most you could to see if that was the path that you wanted. As long as you know that you're not doing this strictly because it's too hard and you don't want to try to figure it out and you don't want to work towards figuring it out. It can be too hard in a way where you feel like it's going to be not gratifying to go to work every day. But it can't, but you would be remiss if you didn't put every opportunity forth in that way, even if it's difficult. Like I know I keep parlaying this into streaming, but like we streamed a lot. I mean, even this stream, there's nobody on here until Jimmy showed up. Like, and I was gonna just stream to nobody. And there's times that I have, but then there's times the record was 800 and something people a couple months ago, and that was crazy. We've only hit over 100 on the live about 20 or so times. We've like, you know, like, so like, I was still trying to do it, and I knew it was going to be difficult and pulling teeth to do it when there was nobody watching, but I still showed up and still worked hard, and it built to 2, built to 4, and sometimes it's dozens, if not 50 or so, or whatever. But, like, if I didn't show up and show out for myself and work hard for just one, which is just usually me, then it never would have gotten to where it's at, and it was difficult and uncomfortable at first, and it made me uncomfortable. So as long as you're not deciding to not cop out. I don't want to say cop out, that's not right. As long as you're not deciding to pivot field strictly because it's too difficult to work with Unreal, but you still have the passion to be a graphics designer or a game designer in that aspect, then you, as long as that's not the reason, then you would be able to fully tilt into sound design and know that you're going to be okay, not feeling any regret. Because at the end of the day, the regret and the remorse towards things not, dreams not driven towards or roads not taken, that being in the laid foundation will always make it so that your works will have some sort of like flaw. You'll be always thinking, what if? Oh, what if? You know what I mean? Like, so as long as that's not part of it, and you definitely said that you feel like you've been buying more sound equipment anyways, like, it sounds like to me like you already kind of knew. Like, I knew I couldn't get into game design because my math wasn't good enough. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it was. It's not that I didn't want to be a game designer. I just should have just pivoted to story, storyboard or something else. At least you have another in the industry, another part of the industry that will, need your contributions. I just thought, oh, I can't program, it's over. So. You watch Tubi every night? Do a Flintstones challenge with you? That's my all-time favorite show. No, I tried too hard to like Unreal and development culture and learned it, just never clicked. And everyone else made masterpieces while my efforts weren't much. Programming just never clicked. Then you know it, man. There you go. There you go. And the cool thing is you pursued it and you tried it first and it didn't click for you. That's all that matters. That means that nobody can say that you didn't try your hardest there. You can't. Again, sound design and development is a very integral part of game design. So, there you go. There you go. Kudos for you figuring that out, though, Mega Man. That's a big step. It's a big time to be figuring these things out too, man. A big time, perfect time for you to be able to pivot full force into this, and like you said, sound booths are more your jam. So. Oh, you'll definitely beat me in a Flintstones challenge, man. Your knowledge will crush it. Maybe we'll play some Flintstones on NES. I've never beat the Flintstones games. I won't. I mean, if I played the super expensive one, and we all know that that's something I don't own, but I can play some of those. It'll be fun. All right. I'm saving again just to make sure. You're welcome, Mega Man. It's my pleasure. Alright guys, thanks for everybody that hung out. Really appreciate it, all of you. Thank you very much. The super chats, very, very, very thoughtful of you, Jimmy. And hopefully everything works out with you, Mega Man. I am always pulling for you as well. And thank you very much, Razy, for hanging out too. And until next time, it's been Brian, aka Pops from the Vid-Bits. Good gains, good goals, and good RNG, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. See you, Zero. What are you waiting for? Get out of here. Go home. There's nothing else to see. What are you doing? Go home.